Guys, I figured I would tell you a little bit about our trip in the fall that we did with this boat. So basically, we picked up this boat in Michigan here and then was going to take it down to Florida. 9,000-pound boat on a trailer that really wasn't designed for that boat. But we made it work. We took off and we gave it heck. And what we basically took off with is we took off with a 1-ton truck. I mean, this was an old truck. I don't even know how we did it. We pulled this thing 3,000 miles total with this truck. Now here we were out in the bay. We went out, we were going to do an overnight, and we come to find out we had a leak. And basically it was a leak that was coming in from a gimbal bearing, which was about $1,000 to have replaced. Now we were going to replace that ourselves, and we started tearing into stuff. But this is the truck we pulled it with, was this 1-ton dually. And of course there's the boat, and the brakes didn't work. The surge brakes quit working on it. All these welds under here broke because of the tongue weight on this boat. I mean, we got 9,000-pound boat we're pulling, and I mean, we busted every weld on this. I had to put bolts in here to keep it going. We had to take it in. We had to get it welded, and just to keep going. And you know, that was, we broke all the welds by the time we got to Florida, which was about 1,600 miles. And I mean, it was unbelievable. This is just the crazy things that happened on this entire trip, you know, of all down through there. So then we had 2 tires come flying off on the trailer, and here's one of them. You can see it just tore the center of the tire right out, and it went flying across the highway and bouncing. So here I am on the side of the road putting the spare on. And this happened twice. We didn't tear the center out. We just had, it came off and tore the center out once. And then we had to buy another jack because we couldn't jack this thing up because it was 9,000 pounds. Then we lost another tire. It just come off and took off spinning. And of course we put that back on and bolted everything back down. Then this is where we kind of got into, and the engines wouldn't start because I couldn't get any sparks. So I found out that basically I had to get a new capacitor here, and I ended up getting a new set of points, putting those in. So I finally was able to get those engines going and running, and we were all right. But then the heat exchanger gaskets were leaking, so I had to go, I put on these old gaskets that were there. They leaked, so I had to go buy some gaskets. They were cheap, by $10, but I had to put all those in on both heat exchangers to get those to quit leaking. And I mean, I'm telling you, the troubles we had were unbelievable. I can laugh about it now, but it was a long winter, guys. It was a long winter. And thank God for the girls, because they helped me on so much stuff, you know, fixing things and whatnot. And they got so frustrated with this, and which I can't blame them. I mean, it was tough. It was a tough winter. We did a lot of work on this boat. And it's in storage now. It's in a storage unit down there by Crystal River. And then we'll go back down in September, and we're going to turn around and sell it. We're going to get a smaller boat, something more useful to us. But it is what it is. So then we took the outdrive off, and that was to get to the gimbal bearing. And then, you know, we pulled it off. We put a new shifting cable bellows in, because they wanted $700 to put a shifting cable bellows in. And we did all this in a parking lot. This was in an Aaron's parking lot. They gave us permission to stay there. So we pulled all this apart. It took us like 3 days to get this done. Then we ended up having a big chip out of one of the props. So I had to grind all these things off there. I couldn't get the props off. They had been on there for 33 years. So it took me almost 4 hours to grind these all off there. And oh, what a task that was. And so I finally got the prop back on. But then we ended up having the skeg just below the prop. The skeg fell off. It had been welded at one time and it fell off. So after getting all of that done, we did enjoy the boat a little bit, but it was a long winter. And then we basically, coming into spring, we put everything in storage. We headed back up north. That's where we're at now for a summer. We did have a flat tire twice on the trailer, which we had those fixed and whatnot. But yeah, it was nice when it was time to head back. It was really nice. So we're back up in Upper Michigan and ready to spend a relaxing summer, and then back down in the fall. Well, it was another kind of a cruddy day, kind of cold and overcast, rain this morning, but it's clearing off, supposed to clear off tomorrow. Tomorrow's basically, we're kind of buttoning up the last things, having breakfast with my dad and my sister on Thursday, and then I'm going to grab things and head over, and we're going to get out of here and start doing some fishing. I hope you guys enjoyed that last video. It was an older video and stuff, but it was kind of with a good buddy of mine, which is still a good buddy of mine, and we had a lot of fun. He's got a place up in Drummond Island area, and kind of a rental cabin type of thing, and we've gone there quite a few years, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with him fishing. He's a fishing fanatic, but he has so many businesses and stuff right now. He's just so busy and stuff. So we've been wanting to go to Alaska together and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. It's his summers are kind of tied up now, but. The other thing we went and did is we went and got another hard drive. I got a 1 terabyte hard drive, and I got my solid state, and then I've got 2 others. So I've been transferring a ton of material, and these are just little drives that I've picked up along the way and stuff, and I've used for a quick, some quick footage and stuff, and then bring it back and transfer it on, whatever. This is a unit that I transfer all my stuff. You can plug a CF card and a SD card and a mini SD and blah 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 blah. This is how I get all my photos off of my phone, my iPhone X11 Max Pro, and but I try. I don't like to use this phone that much, but it does shoot great video. A bunch of other cables in there. Now I've got a whole actual tote of all my camera stuff's in there. My 2 gimbals, my GoPro, my bigger M50 Canon, some chargers, some lavalier mics and stuff. But I've got a ton of stuff, and sometimes it's, I don't think people get how much to do really good quality video, man. It takes a ton of work and setup. And then I've got just the Gorilla Pod or whatever, so I can throw that up and get some footage there. But and then I've got, of course, my iPad, which I do a lot of. I can even film with that. That films in 4K, and I've done it a little bit. I haven't done a lot with it, but it can be used. So we are going to try and get another camera. I'm looking at trying to check out. I don't know if it may happen here on the way heading north, because I really want to get it because of the fact I really want to shoot some really good stuff this coming summer with some brook trout fishing. I want to do an actual hour and a half documentary on fishing brook trout, because I know some great places for some quality brook trout, and we're going to try and do a little more of that, just because we're going to be a little bit limited for a while just with use of the canoe. So anyway, yeah, but let's see, there's some more stuff we got going on. I'm going to make a cup of coffee and kind of chill out and do some more little scribbles and try to figure out what's next on the agenda. I did look at a 32-inch TV, which was really nice for $119, and I probably will get that, because what I like about the TV, and I've always kind of had one, and then I've got the HDMI cord or whatever, is I can really edit, because you really can pull that stuff up and you can really tweak things, and you can just see better. Plus, being, as I'm getting older, it's getting harder to see, and these screens can be kind of small. This isn't a high def screen. I wanted the high def screen, the 4K screen, but it was another $400 for this laptop, and I just was like, nah, I'm not going to spring for that. So just having that 32-inch really gives you a lot of material there to be able to edit, and it really does help a lot. And you can sit that way up there, and you can see and tweak, and you don't have to be so close to the computer. But unless you do this, you're not sure of what I'm trying to kind of, I guess, convey or whatever. But what I use is Adobe Premiere Pro. I have it's $30 subscription every month, and I get all of the goodies with that, After Effects and all of that stuff. And I just went in and got rid of all my stuff that was, because it was clogging the computer. I got rid of all my old stuff on there, because I've got them all on my hard drive, so I don't need them you know, all of these projects sitting there. So, and then I just click on the new project and I kind of start rolling, you know. Let's see here, but anyway, yeah, I'll do a video on it. I'm not very good at Adobe Premiere Pro. I mean, it's an extremely monstrous, complicated program. So, but there's a ton of stuff you can do, and I mean a ton of stuff. You can really doctor, you know, up videos and make them look. They even, my understanding, they even use Adobe Premiere Pro sometimes in the professional industry of doing video, you know, and Vegas Pro is another, I guess, big one. And I think I looked at Vegas Pro at one time, but I didn't care for it. And I just have gotten to learn Adobe Premiere Pro, and I've even taken a couple of little online things with Adobe Premiere and stuff, and picked up a couple other little tricks. Some keyframing and stuff is really nice to do because you can bring your materials in, and you know, and it'll circle around, and then the thing will go out, and you know, whatever you're going to try to do, whether it be a title or a picture or something like that, and that keyframing, and you can really do some neat stuff. But again, it's a lot of work, and you know, I don't learn that stuff as fast as most people. But all right, I'm gonna get my coffee made, guys.